And I don't care what anybody says. These not your keys is not your crypto. No one can ever take my crypto from me.
1032C, 1011 SWAT HQ.
I use hardware wallets with encrypted seed phrases. And I dare you low IQ idiots to even think about coming after me and my crypto. You have to pry my private keys out of my cold, dead diamond hand. I dare you. I double dog dare you. What was that?
Unit 5, set up a perimeter with Unit 6. Copy that.
Don't move. Don't move. Hands in there. Hands in there right now. What's going on here?
Well, Mr. Jones. At last we meet.
Who are you?
Agent Harold Dick from the Wallet Enforcement Agency. And sorry about the doors and the windows. I did lightly knock. Mr. Jones, we are executing a FISA warrant to search this premises for unregistered crypto wallet keys. Hey, you don't mind if we take a look around now, do ya?
Oh, look what we got here, Harry.
Well, that didn't take very long at all now, did it? What do we have here? Oh, this wouldn't be a book of unregistered wallet seed phrases, would it?
Son of.
Oh, you make my job just way too easy for me. Jackpot, boys, good job. Go ahead and cuff this loser, boys. Daddy's probably getting a promotion out of this one. Pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Jones. See you around.
Yesterday, I thought my profits were here to stay. Like Superman, up and away. Oh, I remember yesterday. Suddenly, my funds half of what they used to be. I took too much leverage like a newbie. Oh, I remember yesterday. Why I sold too low, I don't know, I couldn't say. I didn't know how far it could go. How I long for yesterday. Yesterday, crypto dreams were just a trade away. Now I'm stuck with losses every day. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Why I chased that dip, I don't get it, went astray. I overplayed my hand in this game. How I miss my yesterday. I believe in yesterday. Yesterday. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
I bought some crypto, I bought at the top. Felt the FOMO, man, I couldn't stop. Dreams of Lambos and a yacht to land. This digital gold slipped right through my hand. Charts climbing high like I could touch the sky. But fortune smirked and waved goodbye. Hopes of riches flying high and proud. And then the plunge, oh what a crowd. And then the market fell down, fell down. There goes vacation, there goes the rent. Oh, that money's long gone spent. I bought some crypto then. The market fell down, fell down. I watched the news hyped up on my screen. 1,000 voices saying evergreen. But the bubble popped and left me dazed, lost in a haze, crypto craze. Lucky rabbit's feet couldn't save me then. Every coin I bought turned to dust again. Back to dreaming on a subway ride, feeling the sting of that crypto tide. And then the market fell down, fell down. There goes vacation, there goes the rent. Oh, that money's long gone spent. I bought some crypto then. The market fell down, fell down. There the market fell down, fell down. There goes vacation. There
Love me some
goes the
cowbell.
rent. Oh, that money's long gone spent. I bought some crypto. Then the market fell down, fell down.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself. If this is your first time visiting the show, you will be addressed by a talking turkey. Do not be dismayed. Please do not point out the fact that he has no pecker on his face. He's very sensitive about that. Keep your hands inside the vehicle at all times. Blah, blah, blah. Thank you. Don't feed the bears. Just waiting on you, Sean. Oh, right.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you.
Somebody left their buttons on again, didn't they? Welcome to the stream, ladies and gentlemen, everyone. Crickets and bugs, everybody. Let me just make a few little adjustments here. All right, so Bitcoin, one daily chart here. 105. We talked about the possibility of that getting it. Looked like it could squeeze it up a little bit. You know, we were like, oh, looked like it was going to dump on smaller time frames, of course. But there was that thing that looked like, she got something in her. We were probably on the 6 minute looking, we probably still got that. Yeah, over here. I think when we were looking maybe last night or whenever, she was down through here. But she did make that last little final squeeze right up there to our nice little juicy area. To the 886 Fibonacci pull. Let me get back to my other chart right over here. Come on now, figure out where you're going, boy. You got a lot of charts everywhere. What the hell? I think it was this one. It was this one that we started on right here. Okay, so we got this. So this is a lower high from here so far. This is kind of, this was impressive. You can't take that away. That was like, wow. That was kind of cool. That's like, ooh, that was, yeah. I don't think anybody really expected this much of a move. There's lots of people hoping, but that's kind of crazy. We I think this kind of geared us into a doubtful zone here, and we just forgot just how powerful Bitcoin can be when she blasts off. Didn't think that was coming just soon yet. So the question is, are we going to come down here for our higher low? Is this our 3 levels and then a 3 hump and then a dump scenario? Elliot, what do you say? You probably have some idea. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Gosh, Elliot, what the hell? How's that possible? Are you saying this? Are you seriously? Are you saying this? This is freaking crazy, Elliot. What the hell are you counting here? What are you doing, Elliot? This is why we don't hang out. Elliot says that we are on this was the 5th wave. We did an A, a B, and then it's over for crypto. It's over right here. It's all. Can you believe this? Let me tell you what kind of a flopper and groper Elliot is, okay? While he's trying to figure this out on the daily, he's already forgot what he said on the weekly. You remember this on the weekly? Why, no, we're in the 3rd wave. This is the 4th wave. Then we're going to Valhalla, up to 170,000. So you're just as bad as any other YouTuber, Elliot. You suck. Well, it's up, down, and sideways. I'm right either way, ain't I? Look at you, Elliot. So on the weekly, we were bullish, right? Mm-hmm. On the daily, we're bearish as all get out, aren't there? No, we're not going higher. You're dumping. Elliot, all right, this is, and you wonder why. We don't talk in Elliot wave speak around here. I do think. Why didn't you? Are you not counting this, Elliot? I mean, for real, are you not this one? Do you not see? Let's go down to smaller time frame. Maybe you need to see the small. Oh yeah, now you see it, or part of it. Yeah. Now here on the 6 hour, now she's kind of seeing what something akin to what I'm seeing. Can you believe that on the day? Oh, we're going to 40,000. You're the reason behind all these damn YouTube videos, aren't you? I think we found the culprit. Why everybody, it's their Elliot wave indicators. But Elliot said it was. Oh, jeez. Look at. Anyway, a possible. What are you? I've never seen you do this before. Give me a possible 5 wave and a possible A. Or you don't know? I don't know if we get a 5 and then I've never seen you do that, Elliot. I've never seen that. This is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sitting here with the Elliot wave indicator. We have these conversations. Sometimes he can be cool and sometimes he's just a total dick. I'm just a crazy, like you've been, I don't know what substance you've been abusing, Elliot, but there's something in that medicine cabinet that makes you get a little loopy. I'm just stating what I observe. And looking at the security camera that I put in your bathroom when you weren't looking. Anyway, no, that's creepy. That's hella creepy. Oh, I got a creepy turkey. Oh no. All right, so Elliot, 886 retracement, we could be coming down, and this is where we would pull our fibs from low to high, and then start looking for probably a 0.5, 618, and those little areas that we could come down to. Since this was a nice big healthy move, I would suggest that could probably be true. So let's do that right now. Let's take our Fibonacci from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. And we're going to take this old 618 because that's the old 618. It's not as cool as the new one. And our new 618 is down here. Our 0.5 is just right above it. I'm going to put you right there. Boom. Just like that. And that's the area to look at. Here is our 382. Now that will be interesting. That is where I would expect us to, if we catch here to get a really good move, but it kind of puts us in a conundrum. You pattern traders see what I'm talking about? You see what might happen if we do that? Can you see that idea? Let's do this to kind of help solidify the idea there. Let's just put another little line over there. If that be true, if we bounce from here and we do whatever we do to get our way down here, eventually come down here, and if we bounce from here, that sets us up for a possible head and shoulder reversal pattern too. And I don't know whether the right shoulder will get past this. Usually I look for them to be, I like them when the right shoulder is lower than that. That's definitely a sign of weakness. If it gets a little bit higher than that, that could be a little iffy, but still play out. So I don't know. Maybe we come back up to the same areas or back up here. I don't know. But you could be setting up for a possible head and shoulders, and that would take us way back down here to these lower areas if that idea happened. Just an idea. However it plays out, most likely what you got. See how we do this? There's typically in Elliott wave theory or any kind of and just it's typically you have three humps, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 3 waves, but 5. Well, three humps, but 5 waves totally. All right. Well, anyway, the corrected waves. So you usually get 3s. They go 3s on the up and 2s on the downs. Is basically what I'm trying to say. So I'm looking for something that does like this. Whether it goes down this far. Oh shoot, that does do that, doesn't it? Oh crap. Okay, well, there we go. That might be what we see. I don't. That if we do that, an ABC corrective wave, as we call it, it could look something like that. Damn. All right. Let's just file that away and say, huh? Okay. Or maybe we can post it ahead of everything and look like the baller who knows everything and get more people in our trading group. Maybe we can do that. No, that we just it's an idea. It's something to park on the back of the header. And if we can see some of those ideas ahead of time, then maybe we might know what to expect as they start playing out, and what we can do from there. But overall, I gotta say, on that time frame, even on the daily, things still look bullish. The momentum is still there. It's still starting to curve up and to the right here. 50 moving average is starting to cross the 100. Sometimes you can see a little pullback from when those bigger crosses happen. That's pretty cool. And even the moving averages suggest that if we do pull back, maybe to 90,000, something like that, if it happens, they still might pull a fast one on us. So don't put that past them. They might pull a fast one on us and get everybody bearish that, oh, not yet, we're going to crack, and then shoot that little sucker up and then knock out this guy. So, you can't trust them, and you can't get too overconfident that you know exactly what's going to happen, or that your flag poles are going to play to the upside, that your measure moves or whatever. You can't get overconfident that, that's totally going to happen. Because this is the point of the game where they're going to trick the hell out of you. They're good at it. If there's ever been any time in this 4-year cycle that we are someplace that is let's get to a better chart. Oh, come on. Thank you. Any place in this market that is reminiscent or similar to something like this crap, where if you were in the game then, it felt like it was a runaway train. It was crazy. I was like, wow. It felt like 2017, because that's exactly what this little pump back here in 2017 felt like a runaway train. Everything, altcoins, whatever you threw money at, it stuck, it made money. You were a genius, and then you weren't. And people held it and lost all their money. But during the fight, everybody was just like, oh my God. I think the most money in crypto was made right through here. This is when all the millionaires were made, right there in 2017. You didn't see as many on this, and it was a hell of a lot bigger move. The difference was the altcoins were what made people all the money back here. And then altcoins didn't do as good over here, right? Bitcoin kind of outperformed, like it's still doing now. But anyway, this is when they start getting down and dirty. They come hunting stop losses. That's a good thing. If you see a lot of, what are the cool kids calling them? Swing failure patterns. A lot of stop loss hunts. They'll come down and just go right to where people would put stop loss and then just take off. You start seeing a lot of that. Yeah, it's about to happen, baby. It's about to happen. Those are the little tweaky signs that we want to start looking for in the market behavior. In my personal opinion, it's what I'm looking for. You don't have to look for it. I'll talk about it if I find it. I got to get some of this noise off my chart. What is going on here, man? What? This is Binance? Did I come over here? We can view. It probably makes a lot more. Oh yeah, we were explaining and blah blah blah. Yeah, I want to erase it. I almost erased it. Let's make smaller sense on smaller time frame. Let me come over and say hello to everybody and find out that my microphone has been off this whole time, because that happens. How's it going, everybody? Hey, everybody. I got 29 people hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. Let's say hello to everybody. We got Chris Klein, who was first here tonight. How's it going, Chris? Glad to have you here. Congratulations on being first. Like, share, and subscribe. Elvis, you got the chat doing your job for you. peanut butter eater.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
That little spook, I don't care where he pops out. He always scares me every time. Just look over and I'm here. It's like Beetlejuice just coming. There he is. I mean, it's just freaking. It gets me every freak.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh Lord, I think I'm going to go out the same way he did. Oh gosh. Whew. You guys stop that, Elvis. That wasn't funny, man. Don't you do it again. Sean, I know you're behind that. All right. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm Squirrel. Chris Klein. Oh, we got Kelly Fan here. I'm not trying to put private discussions on up here. We got MG Motorsport from Australia, land down under. Chris Klein, Kelly Fan. Who else we got? Floki's Angels. Hey dog, love your show. Oh man, I love that comment. That comment's awesome. Words of wisdom is what I hear. The most beautiful language, just the most beautiful words in the English language are right there. Right there, all 5. That is 5, right? There's Strega. I see bored PC guy. He's got the right attitude. Yo, let's find out what's going to dump and put some dollars into it. Hey, yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. Or maybe even possibly get some little shorts down. I saw some of you guys. I think it might have been even you, bored PC guy. Or was it Bush on Parade? I can't remember. Hey, yo, we're back. Over in the trading group, some of you guys also mentioned you guys are doing some of the little things I do. When those memes were popping off, especially the first day that they were popping off, they popped off and then they had to come down for a little correction, and catching some of those and shorting them down. That was sweet. Catching those big old spikes up if they went to certain fib levels, that was kind of good. And then I stopped looking at the fib levels, and then I got caught up a little bit. But that was working. That was good. I had to start longing some of them. Now we might be finding some nice little shorts. I don't know. It's kind of tricky out there right now. You're kind of, a lot of them, you're kind of just kind of in the middle somewhere. Like, Glittery Marshmallow. How's it going? Bobby Oz. Is that cowbell? We have some cowbell. We got all the cowbell you need right here, baby. I know sometimes you need that little fix. I gotcha. War PC guy says, this chop made me feel good about the partial spot sale, but you know it's going back in at some point. Recycle it. Make it grow. Full moon is shining tonight. And Avi, I think he posted something over in the community where was it? It was, I think it's over in the GAN area. Is that where it was? I think it was over in the GAN area. Yeah. Nope, it wasn't. Oh, I thought it was. Oh, geez, I forgot. It was a new one, so that's how I found it. That's how I saw it. Oh, yeah, right here. It's the Astro. Yeah, that's right. We did an Astro. That's right. I forgot. We put this little Astro series over here. And he's got a nice little thing over here about the full moon and, and relating to WDGAN and the markets and things like that. Really cool over here. Signifying, it can be a time for a reversal. And, I don't know. A lot of people do. Aren't they looking for a full moon pump a lot of times? It doesn't always have to be a pump. According to GAN. Now, according to people here on crypto, you'd think it was always a pump during the full moon or shortly after. So we're at resistance. We got a full moon. The GAN says can signify a reversal in the air. It's definitely at a pivot. This is what we do. This is one of my strategies to find pivot points. I'm telling you, this is a pivot point where a strong one for a strong revert for a good correction. Where now we will start seeing lower lows and lower highs, unless they want to fake us out. Now we don't have our confirmations. We haven't broke a trend line here. We're just at resistance coming down. Getting below our 618 would definitely put us into a bearish perspective there, but we might bounce off of these areas. We were looking at those areas before somehow I got onto a different chart, weren't we? Oh, over here. Was it this one? It was this one. Oh man, this stuff is starting to get on my nerves. I don't think this was the chart. Oh well, we got it now. We still got the same things on there. So I want to make sure we got our areas marked here. So if we, oh man, that was not a Fibonacci, dude. Come on. And from this, we will move over to indices really, really quick. So, okay, here we go. You will now disappear. So 98 is our 236 Fibonacci pullback here, yeah. 93, that's how we got onto the head and shoulders talk. That's how I got off topic, I believe. That's 93. 98 is our 236 area. Unlikely that we would catch a bounce there, but let's look for it. If we get some kind of sideways, whatever action takes us here, and then we start bouncing, maybe it's trying to go sideways in a range, and then maybe we might come back down here. That's a scenario. It may take it a while before we actually get down here. We're still we still got some trend line issues here to go with, if I've got them drawn correctly here. I may not have them drawn correctly here. Was that on the bigger time frame? Go to the daily. I want to draw my trend line from the daily. All right, yeah. There's a much stronger trend line in my personal opinion. So now from that, I'll come back to the 4 hour and see. It doesn't really match up over here, but that's what I got. So it tells me we got some more wiggle room that we could come down here. And that might be fine. That might be where we bounce from. A bounce from here is hella bullish, and I think we talked about that. That would take us, give us a target somewhere around 130. I don't even have that fib up here. Somewhere around 130 there. So we'll keep an idea on that, and then we'll keep an idea if we lose this. Well, the first area we'd look for is the 382, and maybe we could do something there. But seriously, after it does that, I mean, take your measured move from that. If you got to do a channel idea, and there's that suggestion that if we were to break it, let's say we broke it over there, that would take us down a little bit further. That would make a little bit more sense to retest some of these other areas, about 90. I actually look for around 88,000 somewhere in that area. That we could possibly get to. I'm just not going to sit here and that's where we're headed, because I don't know. I think that, to me, that would still be healthy, and it would definitely give us a chance to pile in. But they got to sell us on the narrative that it's all over or whatever, and they might be able to do that, because I'm sure, since we are making a lower high here, if we don't come out and take this one, you're going to see a lot of some influencers or some analysts mention that we couldn't get a new all-time high. This is the start of the bear market because we made a lower high. You're going to hear that, and they're going to be expecting a lower low and call for 60 or something like that, 58,000, something like that. That you will, and then that would probably get enough people bearish enough that, oh, I don't trust this sucker, and then we can turn around. I don't know. I'm speculating on what's going on, but this is, you can definitely make that argument. But my gosh, look, one of the biggest things we need to do is keep this area, and that's right at the areas that we could be coming down and test 90, 88,000. 88 would be kind of a 80, okay, about 89, right through on this particular chart. Somewhere to retest these two. We're betwixt this area here, in my personal opinion. All right, that's all I got for Bitcoin. We're getting a little pullback, and it may be real. It may not be real. There's lots of places we can bounce in between. 4 hour chart works pretty good for us. We do the 4 hour here a lot. Looking at the 50 moving average right there. If we bounce there, it's muy bueno. Is there an argument why we can bounce there? I'm going to give you one right here. Trend line says that, yep, we can do it. Might have already done it. There's that idea for you. We got support. Were you looking at that one? Do you know how also you could also interpret this? Rising wedge that broke to the upside, retesting, getting ready to blast to the freaking upside. So these are the things we got to keep in mind. Remember, I said there's a scenario where they could fake us out and shoot us up for that higher high. And actually, I hate to say, I mean, I would love to get cheaper Bitcoin. I really would, and pack my bags with it. But the only way that we're going to avoid the argument that we could be in a bear market and get that lower low is if we come out and take this guy. Here's the scenario that I'm laying out before you that could say that. Now, you can also take this. I was following these lines, but you can also take the idea from over here, lay it across there. Here's what I originally had when I first saw this. I was watching this, and that was an internal trend line right here. Now watch this. When I take this and I put this to the top over here, see if you see anything going on here. See if you recognize anything. Oh, looky there. Look at that little channel that we're in. You see that little channel that we're in? We talk about spider lines and things like that. That's kind of, I mean, let's look at that. It's like you're betwixt two spider lines in some sense. They, in other words, they just keep on going. Those lines and channels, even the little tiny ones, they keep on going. I've often said, if you look at the market, it's like a big ass chain link fence that kind of twists and everything. It's like a web that we kind of, like a waffle pattern or something. Well, there is something we call a waffle pattern idea. Okay, so other words, after you spend 30 minutes talking about Bitcoin, oh my God, would you ever shut up about Bitcoin? These are indices and help us tune into the weather that we're out here parading in, so we don't get too hot, too cold, too wet, or anything like that. This is standard, and this is S&P 500 tech stocks. We talked about two possibilities here, that she could be getting a rejection here, but then I drew the trend line and said, but it looks like she's really trying to respect that too. So we'll find out today whether, you know, we're going to pop up or lose it. She decided to pop up, still respect this trend line, hella bullish. She's facing an area of resistance now, and maybe she get a little higher to go if we extend that. Ooh, that could be cool. That could happen. Let's do that. She may continue on pretty nicely. She's already made a higher high from here, so she's setting herself up good. And what that means is money's comfortable on Wall Street again, on tech stocks. And that should be good for Bitcoin as well, and normally it is. A lot of people were saying we weren't as correlated. We were breaking away from that. I don't think that it seems to be very short-lived. Maybe that will change. Right over here is Bitcoin dominance. Now, what I've got is this little dotted line we put up there. That's another trend line that I've been following. And it does cut through a lot of things, but it shows a channel idea that we were in. And that's exactly where we found some support. Now, it doesn't mean it has to hold here. Right over here with my little... Where are you at? Oh, that's this way. Yeah, right there. Other screen over. Right there. Whoa, look, little circle. Hey, the circle's keeping up with my mouse tonight, mostly. That's cool. So what we can see here, Bitcoin dominance, she starts going back up. Altcoins are going to suffer, but if we're looking for a bearish retest before we come back down, well, this will be the fun ride. So if you haven't taken profit, if you haven't picked up what I'm laying down, you need to be getting paid on your altcoins, because they look like, we talked about how they get rejected over here. They did good, went up higher than I expected. Still, we got all this sell wicks here. A lot of people were taking profits. Hopefully you guys were one of them, as we come back down to have a very good chance to retest this little fuzzy dude here with the eyeballs. This pattern has about a 65% chance for us to come back down and retest it. And now you start to see, oh man, that's actually starting to happen. What you talked about like almost a week ago, it could happen. It is resistance has that effect on things, and this pattern has, you know, that track record of coming back for a retest. That might be what we're seeing. If it is, how you playing it? Are you gonna wait till you see some more candles down here before you start aping into altcoins, or are you just gonna, oh, I'm just gonna wing it? You know, that looks good here. I mean, everybody's got a different approach, but if you can wait till we get some more candles down here, and even if they start getting green and start bouncing and confirming that this is an area it's going to hold, that would be a good time to start really focusing on your altcoins. Such as when Bitcoin dominance comes over here and starts rolling over. That would be a good time to start focusing on, hey, I'm going to buy me some good altcoins. They're cheap today. Why are they so cheap today? Because those things have happened, or those things are going on at the same time. That could be awesome. In my personal opinions. Ladies and gentlemen, let me come back to the chat. I am done with my presentation for the night. Let's start looking at some altcoins. Long, short, short, long, hedge, slong. Board PC guy says, shorted down to the second level of hell. Seasick from the chop. It is starting to get choppy. It is getting a little choppy. Hey, there's Linda. How's anybody? How's it going? Does anyone see similarities to the end of October 2024 and current Bitcoin price action? of October 2024. Let me see if I can spot what we're talking about there. About halfway clean chart here. Let's go with 3-day. That'll get us over there sooner. Oh man, what's going on over here? We were doing some kind of MACD stuff. Remember the MACD stuff? That was fire. October 2024. Oh, the rise. Any sunlight? Yeah, we were. I was just kind of mentioning it. I think you just popped in right before. Was it this chart? Where did I draw that? Yeah, it was this one. I just gave this scenario here. This argument. I just gave this argument that we're currently making a lower high, but we can make a higher high. So if you're referring to that October thing, this is much like it, and that scenario would be this. Do you see this triangle rising wedge shape? Maybe I need to make him white. Big and fat. Make them both big and fat. That trend line came from the daily, so it doesn't match up quite as well here on this time frame. But the angles were. This was the original angle I was looking for an internal. This little channel idea. So the argument is, if we're breaking out of a bearish pattern like this and retesting it, if we get a successful retest, if we actually bounce from here, and we're back at our 786 level now, and if we can recover this, we don't fall back into this. It could be hella bullish, and that could get us up there pretty quickly. I mean, this is where we start seeing that parabola start really happening with the breakout of one of these rising wedges. You can seriously see crazy good price action that would knock this out, maybe a little bit more. I don't know how we've been price discovery, but it would find my take. I do have a target up there, right around 114, I believe. That scenario, that could be happening. That's what I'm saying. We don't want to get too bearish or too bullish right now, because we get too bearish, they will rock our world. They are good at it, and that's what they did. That's what they were doing back here, October 2024. And it might. I wonder if it's going to be as choppy as that. That could be wild. That could be wild. Because we're taking that scenario that, or I'm taking that scenario that we can come up there and make our higher high, and then we'll probably come back down and make our higher low. You had to catch it on the shorter. You had to be looking at these bottoms, buying these, or else you would have been. I mean, you would have been lost. It just kept taking off and taking off. So how can you avoid that situation over here? I mean, you got to have some faith in that on these dips that we got, even where we're at now. That if you place a buy, that it's going to hold there. That's a scenario that can happen. I've not been entertaining that as much, but I wonder. I mean, I'm looking for it to come up for a higher high, then I'm looking for a higher low. It does not have to happen there, though. And the situation that I've not been taken into account, because it's hard for me to imagine, for one thing, but it could happen. What if we just, we freaking go? I mean, we go. There ain't no looking back. This is it. That's where we are in this market right now. We are almost at a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. It kind of feels like, in a way. And these kind of things, I might play both sides, 50% to play this side, 50% to play this side, because you do not want to miss that. You definitely don't want to sell your Bitcoin or whatever's going on and then have that happen. But if that rising wedge scenario starts taking foot, I may have to start entertaining that thought too. I think with Bitcoin, I think spot DCA is the very best. It's the one that you need. It's the one that you always need. And whatever profits that you get, throw a little bit into Bitcoin. Screw what price it is at the time. Just make sure you get a little bit and just stack it away. that is where your real wealth is going to be, is in Bitcoin. It really is. And it's so easy to neglect and so easy to overlook and to miss the opportunities on it. And one thing that's been making a difference with me, I was starting taking it was like with my DEXs and things like that. A lot of them got Bitcoin on it right now, right? Rat Bitcoin or something. And I do that when something goes over there. I take something out of my liquidity pools or whatever I got going on. I'll throw a little bit into Bitcoin over there, and it just adds up over time. It adds up over time, and it ends up being the thing that kind of keeps that whole account just going. Because otherwise it just does this. But when you do that and start putting it over into the Bitcoin, it stays a little bit more stable, and you're actually building wealth with that, right? So we need to get out of this dollar mentality. I want to cash out and go on the dollars, because Bitcoin over this next, up to this next year, should be, overall rising up in value, right? And so if you keep it in dollars, you're going to just still hold on to that same $100. You keep it in Bitcoin, it might get worth up to 200, 300, 400. I don't know, just depending on what's going on with it. It'll be worth more than 100 in most cases, at least for the next 12 months. I believe. At least that's what this paper trading account keeps telling me. It was a $100,000 paper trading account. Now it's a lot more than I got in any of my other accounts. I'm like, damn, I gotta learn from this. This was all spot Bitcoin. The strategy that I did not wholly do is the one that worked out the best. Go figure. But at least I tested it. Now I know for next time. Elliot has a brother, does he? Named Sam. Different names, different last names though. Oh. The crypto bull run is still going strong. Yeah, it's a great time to learn and grow. Subscribe and join this amazing community today. Don't miss out. Hey, put some bass in your voice. Don't miss out. All right, let me see if I've did I do any I am open for coin requests. I'm still waiting for our news guy to come back online. He's kind of taking a month off, except he did do something very unique, and I want to give him a shout out. He doesn't watch our show or anything, but it's layered. Oh man, are you going to give me the white screen? Why are you giving me the white screen? Stop giving me the white screen. I don't want the white screen. Anyway, I'm going to do this real quick. He said, oh my gosh, that's too bright, dude. What the hell? Why you do this? He's taking profit on 30% and holding the remaining 70%. He did that on May 9th, or he posted that on May 9th. And I was looking at the chart. I just saw that tonight, or I've seen it before, but I just recognized it. And I was like, May 9th. That's pretty snazzy. That's when altcoins were peaking and Bitcoin was peaking. That's about 103, 104. Where'd it go? Because I think he took a break when we were down through here, and I would say, like a lot of people, it was a lot of pain being felt. Probably need to get the head out of the market and stuff like that. You guys remember? Because a lot of people were feeling that way. This was not fun down here at 76,000. Man, oh man, if we could go back though, what would you do different? That's the question I think you should always ask yourself. What would you do different if you were back here now? Because that's the only way that you can get prepared for the next time this happens, and it continually happens. It happens. Remember this? It was the same crap. Not exactly the same formations, but it was the same thing that was going on, man. It was driving us down. How are you going to react? What's your game plan? That's what we all need to do. Me, I learned lots of valuable lessons. One, I learned to respect this little booger right here. Well, this little guy here and this little guy. Oh, you were a triple top. The little Batman. I learned to respect a lot of these little toppy signals over here, and especially a lot of these particular fib levels. I gave them some attention, but not the attention that they deserved, and they let me know about it. Oh, and there's a bigger one. These little guys. So pay attention to those little guys now. Hello, little guy. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the chat. If you enjoyed the music, take it with you on the road. Stream Road Dog Crypto on Alexa, YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Pandora, wherever your music is being streamed. Some of the songs that you hear in the background, most of the songs you hear in the background are available on Spotify. You just ask for songs by Road Dogg Crypto. Trading music. A lot of it's kind of, there's all genres. All genres. Number keeps going down, says Strega. But you know what's been up pretty good? And I'm surprised is, why are you not here? What happened? Try that again. No? Oh, stop it. This little guy did pretty good. He got up to $15, so I was taking some little profits on this because, man, I missed it last time we got up here. I wasn't paying attention. Because lately she's been coming back down to these areas about $12, and I'm like, well, let's sell you at 15, buy more at 12. Oh, look, I got a trade in on the paper trade at $12.79. That trade is up $2,300. Yay! I should probably sell the hell out of that. Yay! Yeah! Who took that trade with me? Yeah, you're in the money. This only took you 3 months to get here. Yeah. Oh, who's in the trade? Dog, you're so awesome. Give me $99 a month. Give me $1,300 a year. All right. Worship my toenails. Worship my toenails. All right. So nice round of shape out of Decred. I made a higher high here, so she might make a higher low. That's going to suck. So where should I be looking at on this one? Boom. I would say so. Right here, about is it going to be about 13? Okay. So I have to keep my eye on the ball. Get me some more when she comes back here. I've already got my order set. I already did my thing. But that was kind of nice. And what's the other laggard I've got? Time. I like Decred. It's one of my dark horses, and she has been a very, very dark horse. But I used to mention this a lot more than I do now because I expected her to do better than she has done. But it's a proof of work hybrid. POS, a little bit of privacy mixed in. It's a pretty cool project. 21 million, like Bitcoin. It's been around for a while. It's not going to rug pull or anything like that. It's definitely authentic. But last time she hung around here, last cycle, I happened to get in. Dub Digital was talking about it, and I got a little bit, I think. She started going up a little bit. It got around $20. I was like, that's too much. You know, I'd already took little profits because, hey, man, doubled up. Yeah, baby, we're rocking this market. Helped a little bit, but little did I know that she would skyrocket pretty much almost just never look back. Just all the way up to $250. Man, if you can get up to half of that, do that again, baby. You're going to make Daddy happy because Daddy been focusing on getting lots of you through all these past few years here, trying to get you as close to, $10 as I can. 12 seems to be about the average. So that's one of my dark horse plays. It doesn't have to be one of yours, but I would $51 is the main place I'm looking for to really start taking some juicy profits. So I definitely want some more at 13 so we can get up there and make some more little crypto babies. But 119 sounds reasonable. Maybe could get up to 149. I don't know. Since it's not got a big liquidity, a schedule where they're just dropping, vesting schedule or whatever, dumping coins. You have to mine them, right? Well, they do have some kind of there is a little vesting thing for staking. But there is only 21 million. That's all there is out there. Ever. Love it. So I think eventually maybe this one will catch on, but hopefully this cycle it can at least go up to 120, 150 maybe, or maybe more, but who knows. Let me come back to the chat here and let me see. Did I put my marker up right? Get them likes up to the watchers, says the Oz. How many likes we got? It doesn't. Oh, you don't tell me? I thought you told me. I thought it told me. It doesn't tell me. Well, I can't even see how many I have. I thought I used to be able to do that. All right, we got 28 people with that. Snurfga. What's up? Hey, thanks for being here. I feel like an idiot holding TitCoin right now. Somebody else mentioned that last night. Was that you, Haven? What's it doing now? Because this is one that's been around for a while, right? Or is this brand new? This is weekly, so it's been around for a little while. MXC got it back in. Really? Is this a new one? They had one of these out a while back. They've had lots of things. Well, if you got in at a decent place, my man, you can't say that you're doing anything too bad right there. Do we have some? We got a little something there. I said a little something right there. I don't know if I trusted enough for that idea though. So it looks like we're in price discovery. If this is all the chart that I've got. What can we do in this situation? You need to be paying yourself. That's for one thing. She may, young coin may get a following, but you're definitely in get freaking paid, baby. Right now we're still above a 1618 area. So let's just assume you got in around 2.2 cents. I'm just assuming. And if you happen to be up 200 and something percent, your $100 turned into like 330. I would at least take your $100 out, right? I'd at least do something like that. It's already went above any kind of measure move that you would have taken from here. Did you have any respect for that area? Not really. You do now for retest, looks like. That's weird how that happens sometimes. So, where might she be coming down to? If Titcoin comes down, we're looking at Titcoin. Titcoin. He's a Titcoin. Titcoin is a different coin. Just because it has boobies doesn't mean it's the same coin. They're all different and magnificent. Each one is individually special and should be treated as such. 618 is a really likely area that it can come down to. I don't normally call for that anymore. But on this one, it has a good chance to work. If not down here, it could. When they go up, sometimes we'll keep an eye out. Usually a parabolic movement, if it's over, they go down and sideways. I don't know that this one's over just yet. It looks like now she wants to come back down to here. So let's see what happens at this area. What is that? 0.063 cents. A bounce from here would be pretty bitchin'. So if she starts making a little flag or something, and she respects the trend line that started way back here at the beginning. It's a messed up angle and kind of hard to see, but I'm on like a 2-hour time frame. But there is that little angle right there. The first one that she was having leads down to here. That could be a really nice bounce. That could actually get you up here to 15 cents. As crazy as that sounds. Now think about that. Woohoo! Now we're going from 2 cents to 15 cents. What the hell? Party time. Pick out my Lambo colors. Time to redo the kitchen, honey. But if we do lose that trend line, I know she will probably stop around here about 5.5. But if you wanted to get back in, add more titty to your bag, about 4.5 cents. Titcoin, get yours today. Nothing like just need a handful. John, stop rubbing your face into the screen. Let's go back to the chat over here. Answer me. How's it going? King Hell? Melis Williams, Dog, how you doing? I am doing great. I am blessed. Today is a great day. Life is good. I'm alive. Can't complain about that. Nothing wrong with holding some tit. That is true. That was a good one. I wish I'd come up with that. Steal my thunder, Straga. Go ahead. Go ahead. Steal my thunder, Straga. Go ahead. Make it the Straga show. No, that was good. That was good. Califan, are we dumping tonight? Oh, Bitcoin, baby. Well, you triggered some stop losses for me, didn't you, honey? Daddy got more money to put in the market now. Woo! I was hoping you'd come up and take some sales from me, Bitcoin, before breaking these areas, but I see that my stop losses got hit, so now I got some money freed up for down here. I wish I'd done that over here, about 103, but I did it here at this level here, because I thought, we break that level, baby. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to start seeing some juicy prices. So And we're on the 2 hour in the middle of a green cloud. You got a cloud on the 4 hour, it's getting thick. 2 hours is a pretty good time frame to look for Bitcoin. I gotta admit, I've heard that before, and I gotta admit, I kind of like it. I want to try to start using this one a little bit more. Oh wow, look at that. It's just not as noisy, and the things just kind of click better, it seems, you know? Things just kind of do what they're supposed to do a little bit better on the 2 hour on Bitcoin for some reason. I can't explain it, but they just do, and even that's beautiful. That nailed it. So when you find a chart that where like your moving averages are really kind of, you know, you'll see them be on point a little bit more, right? Some they actually come down and just maybe bounce right off of them. Then some of them they're kind of fuzzy, go through. You know, the ones that give you the clear signals, that's the charts, baby. That's the time frames that you kind of want to pay a little bit more attention to, add to your strategy. That's my personal opinion, anyway. Yours may differ, mileage may vary. I'll see you at the end, though. All right, so what was that? I've got this noisy little box down here that's kind of bugging me. I'm going to get rid of that. That's using that as a level. So we're probably coming back at least down, you know, we talked about that. So yeah, it does look like we might be doing a little dumperisky here. He said dumperisky like a little nerd. So I'd like to come down the small time frame if you don't mind over here. We're down on the 6 minute. We had this identified as a possible range, and it looked like it could have been. How many people out there do you think gave you a look, head, shoulder to the upside? We're going to be back up here. I mean, it's almost legit, or is it? You would have to. I mean, I'm a big thing on the neckline. Some people are just looking for shapes, right? It actually did respect that. I don't like them when they're crooked, but you know, it could have. It could have. That would have. That, you know, that would have. That would have been legit if you respected the little line there, the warning sign. And that's why I think you need a neckline. If you have a neckline, if you're not paying attention to the neckline, I think you're missing the whole point of Head and Shoulders, my personal opinion. Getting back into the neckline means you're breaking back into the pattern. Now, some people might argue that, but no, it's going to make this one look a shoulder head and then another shoulder. Oh my God. I do, just let it be, dude. Just let it be. Let it die. Just let it die. So we've already met our measure move from channel idea. And this was a notable Fibonacci area that now it's resistance now. We could not hold it for support. Was that a shoulder, head and shoulder? I don't give a crap. Yes, you could play it that way. You can if you want to be the pattern trader. I don't come to small time frames and then look at patterns that just happen to be in the last little section. For me, I mean, you can get some mileage out of some of these ideas, and you can break a lot of rules doing that too, or you know, break some rules without knowing it, or you can pick up some bad habits doing that too. But you know, it's definitely a good way to practice. That's I look for these at tops. I don't look for them at, you know, but maybe. Okay, what I do is I like to zoom out bigger time frames, and you get the bigger pattern and you get to see the bigger picture, and I think that just helps you to be a little bit more accurate. That's just my take on it. So we're dropping down, ladies and gentlemen. What's altcoins doing over here? Total 3. You coming down, baby? You don't look as bad over here just yet. We need to go take a look at you. We need to look at some altcoins, get some shorts in, baby. What's shorting? What's a popping, hopping, not popping? We were going total 3. I feel like that's all we're doing, looking at indices for an hour. That's kind of, your show's boring. You just look at boring stuff. I'm starting to feel that way. Here is the others. Is your altcoins, my altcoins, and definitely making lower lows there. It's made a higher high though. Lower lows. Oh, that sucks. Now we got a broadening, widening pattern. That can be of interest. I mean, technically, we can make some lower lows and higher highs at the same. You know, nah, probably not. We're back into our original channel. That kind of sucks. Let's zoom out and oh yeah, we had this one. That one would have been fun if she would have held this area, but she didn't. So now we're possibly looking at down at the bottom for real. We'll see if we can catch something around here in the middle. I even think that'll be lower. So yeah, altcoin, the party looks like she's starting to chill out just a little bit back in pattern. You can probably see your altcoins starting to lose value a little bit more quicker now. And like if you hadn't taken profits, well, welcome to the roller coaster ride, ladies and gentlemen. Get your barf bag out. It could be an adventure. Total 3, what is dropping right now in this market? The market is scared. We're giving it all back, ladies and gentlemen. In the past hour, we're down 4%, 5 in some cases, maybe. I had to take that back. I didn't actually see it. That's on the daily, not the hour. What's the hour giving us? Hour's not that bad. That was the daily, down 5% on the daily. Still up on the weekly, though. Ooh, look at those numbers. You still got some profits out there, baby. Still got them profits. I got some things I want to take a look at, if you don't mind. I want to take a look at some coins real quick. Oh man, I bet you're tanking now, aren't you? Not yet. Buying. That one popped up to 9 cents there. That was sweet. That was really sweet. Did I take enough profits on you? I gotta check my position real quick. That was one that was doing really good for me. I'm still, oh, my shorts are, oh, I forgot I got some shorts. Oh crap, I forgot. Well, you're dead. Oh, I let some of these get away from me. You're still good though. Oh man, that sucks. I was playing along on res, and apparently I didn't set my stop loss. That happens every once in a while. You screw everything up for me, right? Zerebro, you're screwing me up too. Peanut Long, I don't think you're going to keep, we're closing you right now. Close you, Peanut. We got to manage my account here because this stuff is, Zerebro, why the? I expected that Bitcoin. Well, crap. All right, well, let's take a look at a few of these little guys. Vine, are you coming down? Is there a short to be had there? You can say a lot of these guys do look toppy, right? Nice rounding shape. We'd be looking for her to come back to about 4. And if she respects this kind of bottom area here, and she can, 4 hour, 200 movement average. Right around 4 cents. That's not very much for this one. This one's already had her go. About 26%. I mean, you can play it, but she could be kind of janky down here. Pippin. She was already on the downside a little bit, so I'm just trying to see if there was any support, but now if the market's changing, I'm kind of wondering. See if this area holds here about 3 cents, and that's not far from where we are now. Dark coin was where you at, Dark coin? Oh, look at you! Let's get some more price history. I guess that was the best. Okay. Here we go. That's a little bit more. I'm on the 4 hour here on Dark. I don't know what this is exactly. I played it before though. You look like you found support. You're actually bullish, Dark Coin. What the hell? I actually see a setup. Oh, where's your big? You got bigger moving averages? 3's there. Huh. Okay. There is a. Did you made a lower high? This one, I mean, they all could punk out on this, but all these moving averages, when the 1 hour just crossed over, what does the 4 hour look like? I'm actually liking this one. A long, imagine that. I think there might be one here. We did that, so the next little guy should be here. for a retest of this guy to make a little head and shoulder action going on. Yeah, to the upside. Oh, look, it's in a flag. Just throwing a flag. I don't care. Flag's dripping on the ground or whatever. Still a flag, right? Surely, surely, Margaret. Nice, testing the 200 moving average. I actually see a play here. Are you the long or are you the short? Dang, I never get those right. What would you look like? Because you can set a tight stop loss. And she could wick down, so let's give... Oh, 12% is too much. I'm not doing 12%. That's crazy. Oh, you down here now. You down here now? Dark coin, where you at? Where can I get me some dark coin? Are you on BitUnix? Oh, you're on BitUnix. Are you on Perps? You're on. Oh my goodness, you're here. I got me a little trade. So, you could get nasty and go for a little stop loss, huh? But you really shouldn't go down too much further. I can put my stop. I can go with a 7% stop loss. I can see if I can tweak it up just a little bit higher. That gives us 58% gains just on spot. If I use conservative 3x, I got 5x. My stop loss. Oh, dude, did you not enter? Ooh, I didn't know. Sometimes I would say I would wait till a price got above the 9. Well, see if she gets above the 9. I'm going to the 1 minute. This one is risky. She is still, she can, but my stop loss is going to be so tight that my risk to reward is so freaking good. All right, stop lossy at 13.9. I'm looking at my line, right? Yep. We got you in here. No? Come on, dude. Are you not? We got you now. Stop loss is 0.013 Oh shoot. That's a little bit more than I want to lose on this one. Maybe I got too much in it.
In the digital realm where the pixels dance, I'm the trader, the player, the main chance. On the charts, I see the signs, the patterns, trend lines, candlesticks, the market's own tattoos. Highs and lows, the rhythm of the trade, stay focused.
Let's see if that holds. I've got just a little bit more in there than I wanted, so when she comes up just a little bit, I'm going to reduce it and take a little bit of profit. Now we're almost there. I'm up 23 cents. Can you give me a little bit more? Can you give me just a little bit more, please? Can you go up to the 21? Oh, thank you. That'd be so nice. I don't expect you to get very much past this little line right here. When I see you get up there, I'm gonna snag me a little bit. Got to do it quicker than that because the futures are a step ahead of you. So if they see it happen, they'll start. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's. Oh, snap! Score. All right, that lowered my position. I halved it, and that makes my stop loss more digestible. And now the stop loss is within my 1%, ish, because my account's down a little bit from the 200. And good. And now to my little take profit over here, I'm just going to 0.23. 0 point. Oh crap. 0.023. That would give me 200% returns. Hell yeah, baby, let's try it. Sounds crazy. Excuse me. Sounds crazy right now. Now she might roll over from here. That's very possible. Might come down to a double bottom, higher low, something like that. I got stop loss. I get stopped out for my account. It's a small account. $200 account, I lose $2. If I win it, I win 17. I'm risking $2 for 17. I'll take that. I don't think it'll get up here anytime real soon. I will probably take some profits here about 1.8. And if I can get 14%, just up to this area about 0.017, we're at 0.015. I got 5x leverage on it. 13% times 5 is too much for me to count, but somewhere around 60%. So I'll take a little profit there. Move me stop loss up to break even. Let her roll, baby. Nice! Doc, I guess we could, I should have shared this. I guess I should have. That's an awful big target to go to. I think she can get up here. You just don't see it yet, but I think that she can. We're working on something. Let me get over here. We got one of these guys, so there might be a little bonus there. I just didn't go all antsy. I didn't go all crazy with it. All right, so that's cool. I mean, hopefully that'll play out. It may not. The market is kind of going down, so this is an anomaly. This one's being bullish here on the smaller time frames, whereas the other ones are, you know. But this one already had his run and already got knocked down, so it may just be a rotation thing. Maybe people are starting to rotate into it. I don't know. Let's post this over in the trading group here. That's nice. I guess I need one of those things, don't I? Here to the take the percentage, the little guy. Right there, they have 59% up to that little guy. Oh, I see a stop loss. I mean, your mileage is going to vary. You got to put that wherever it's comfortable for you. I had to kind of adjust mine a little bit higher, but for that gives you a nice. That one's in a good place, I think. Safe. All right, let's copy this, put it into the group over here, put it into trade setups. This is dark. This is technically a swing trade. This can take a couple of days. I took this exact trade. Well, on the 15-minute, it could be a swing. I mean, it technically could take a couple of days. 1 to 3 day swing is what I'm guessing. All right, let's and also some of the ones that are looking a little bullish, they may not be now, but B2 over on base was up. I want to take a look at that one real quick. B2 Binance has got you perps. Oh, you're still looking pretty healthy, I would say. You're down from 73 to 70 cents. That's nothing. This is a 15-minute chart though. Try that again. B2, where can I find you? B squared network. Let's just go with this is the full chart. I just don't have volume. And now we can kind of see what she's doing. Wow, that's weird. She was up, dumped, and that's rounding. That was kind of cool. A scallop, and then she kind of. Where did you get rejected from? The 0786er? Okay. Well, it looks like she might be coming down. Like a lot of things, and man, I thought we took care of this song. No? What playlist is this? I went through and edited that, dude. All right. An hour, 14 minutes. All right, swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. I think we just probably got our 382 area right there. Nope. Oh man, you missed it. You're slacking. That is the 236 area. Mm-hmm. Oh man, why did you do that? Stop doing that. Get you off of here. All right, we gotta watch her, see if she retests this area, this trend line. She could bounce and go to someplace much higher than 86 cents. Let's see, 68, 60. Oh, that's not very much. 68, 65 cents. What the hell? What kind of profit? What kind of range are we looking at? 39% from there to there. B2, whatever. This one has been popping up a lot, and I forgot exactly what it is. It's Hate All, and ooh, she went spiked up to 19, right at 20 cents, almost 20 cents. She's down, possible retest. Ooh, oh, I like this side. Can you? Oh, you still going to come down more? Looks like she, you know, we get a breakout of a falling wedge idea. They've got about a 64% chance too. If I remember correctly. Paul Schukowski has the better statistics of coming back to retest the breakout area, right? So that's, I think that's what we're seeing is like a textbook case of that. Here on the 15-minute, that's a nice scallop. Oh, it's a covered handle. No, it's a nice parabolic move that's giving it up. Let's see, you're still kind of, you know, I think this one's still got some come down. I think we're going to be looking for somewhere right down here. She might come down just a wee bit lower. Got the 360 moving average down this area about 1340. She went up so I wouldn't doubt it. 786 retracement. You from a parabolic move, when they really do that, they get that blow off top. Honestly, I think that they're probably worth chilling out on for a little while. That maybe she'll bounce here. That would be bullish AF. But a lot of times they'll come back down here. Let's keep our eye on that one. That one's interesting. Retest and then we could move up. Arr. Let's see what we can. This is the 15-minute though, dude. You so new. What's up? Okay. Bigger time frames will help me out. Bigger time frames will help me out. Actually, this does look pretty decent though. Raw in down in this area, she's at 15 cents. Anywhere from 13 to 14 and a half. Might be an interesting place to play this one. She made a higher high. She should be working on a higher low. I know it went parabolic, and it may take it a while to, it may take it a few minutes to kind of get out of its little shaky zone here before it starts doing something up again. I mean, your measured move should get you right up here. And that's an excellent target too. It's squaring up for me. I like that actually. Hey doll. I know you're on Big Unix. I'm going to put me in a little limit order. I'm going to go 13, I'm going to go 13.4. Just give me a little nibble in right there. And I will put a even smaller nibble right there at 1445. Tawny, smaller. Definitely make sure it's smaller. I'm gonna play this little guy. I think I got 5x leverage. That should be okay. All right, let me come back to the chat, see what you guys are chatting about, see if we got any. Did I ever post that little request thing? Bobby Menendez says, this Turkey TA is top notch. Thank you, my man. Thank you for the compliment. Moonding is reversing, I believe. Ooh, that's a good one to look at. That one been on fire. Woo. That one made some money. It was down at 3 cents. Wait, that is that, yeah? Yeah. She was down further. She was down here at 2 cents. 2 cents, 3 cents. Got up to 29. Talk about, oh man. That was the play right there. I had a little, ooh, I probably need to check my moon. I got some, right? Do I still have some? I don't even know if I got some. If I do, it's a tiny amount, but it's probably not as tiny right now, and I probably need to do something with it, right? You got a 100, what are we on the daily? The 100 moving average, the 50 moving average, all those little moving averages that we can come and retest are down here. So I would expect a pullback. Do I not have any moonding? Oh man, I don't think I got any moonding. I'm not seeing it. Some of these altcoins, or some of these meme coins, have, you know, they've done pretty well, making a comeback. I don't seem to have any mooding, or if I do, she's still someplace that's not even worth looking at. Oh look, I got Buttcoin. Awesome. Yay, Buttcoin. Oh look, Mandy Coin's 99 cents, or at least my bag of it is 90. Oh no, it's like 0.00001. Mandy Coin, get yours today. It won't rug on you. They promise they won't rug. It's even made by a YouTuber. So this is old stuff, right? So the question is, she going to pull back, or she got more to go? We take her big boy fit. Oh, okay. She's probably going to pull back. That's a nice one. I think she will at least test. Well, even the 200 moving average here on the daily suggests that we'd come back to this other fib area. Looks like we got a good chance to fall back to about 18. Let's do our regular Fibonacci here, and let's get her. Load aha, tell me where I need to buy. Oh, you're at 2, 3. Is that the same? I just put that there, right? Yeah. So the it's the 3. It translates into the 382 from here, which is a nice. She might flag out here and then go up. It's a good chance that if she does make a flag here, it might play. So that's what I got to say about this one. Let's put your little 382. Well, it's right here, same place. So we're looking to come back to about 18 and a half, 18, 19 cents right there on Moonding. And that should be, let's come back to the 2 hour. Oh look, where'd my, oh there you are. I didn't see where you went. So it does look like we'll flag out down here possibly. I don't want to see it break this trend line though, so how are you going to pull this off? That's going to be tricky. She doesn't have to. It was a little higher for the 382, so we'll put it here at 19 cents. You'd have to lose it quick and come back down there. That's not going to look like a flag at all. It's going to look like a. It's going to look like a shoulder, sideways shoulder, sideways head, and sideways shoulder. Maybe we get 3 dumps and then I don't know. Bouncing from there though. Let's just go ahead and do it. Cricket is up to 45 cents. And that's based on a much bigger move. somehow, I'm thinking I should be doing by this one. We'll be a little bit more accurate this way. Oh, you're already at your 382. If you bounce from there, you'd be doing your 1.5. So for right now, if we bounce, we come up to 40 cents, and I don't think that's where we're going to. Maybe, yeah, I don't think that we're going to bounce there. Maybe we do. We come up to 0.5. Let's play this little guy. About 38. Would that be, what would that look like right there? If we come back to this 19, I got 19 cent area. We can get back to about 19 and a half and go up there. That's a 100% move. We're at 24 right now. I like buying it. I'd like to wait till we get at the bottom of a trend line. I like to snag it when we're as close to that trend line as possible. Stop loss below the trend line. Tight ass risk to reward ratio. If the trend line breaks, this idea is over and you lost your trend. So that's messing up. That lets me get tight stop losses, put in bigger positions, and it doesn't get. Sometimes you can get stopped out, but usually you don't. Usually it respects the trend line it's on, and that's how I like to do it. Whereas somebody might be really tempted to jump to a flag to the upside right now because we're touching the 21 moving average on this particular time frame. And it might work and it might not work. If you are looking for a flag, I would watch till we have a breakout and price gets above the 9 moving average. And you get a candle open above there, whatever time frame you're looking at. This one wouldn't have to wait on 2 hours, right? So you can borrow that. I like 19 though. Did Fog jump today? Did Fog jump? That was a good one too. It looked like she, yes it does. It looked like she jumped up to 1.3 cents almost 1.4. And then came, oh, she did a 3x? Is that 3x today? From where she is now. She did 200%. That was a leap. Ever a leap. It's crazy how you can look at some of these charts and you'll pull that little percentage thing. You're like, oh, that doesn't look like much. You're thinking, oh, that's just going to be like what, 3%? Hell no, it's like 200%. There's some you're thinking maybe we'll get 200. Maybe we'll get 100%, and you're like, dude, that's like 5%. That's not even worth taking. That's pretty bitching right there. Fog. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. This is Frog Swap. My bad. Fog. I don't even know what it is. Fog. Let's get the right one. Did she jump today? She's like, looked like she jumped yesterday. My bad. We were on the wrong one. Look, 236 area. She couldn't clear it, so can't say I nailed it with that one because she went up to 12. I could say that if we took our Fibonacci, I believe this one. Yeah. From high to low, she would have gave us those areas right there. Would you have done better? Because I really would have been targeting this one for that. But you didn't nail it. Did you nail it? You didn't nail it either. I guess we just gotta unnail her. Oh, are you the problem? That's whatever. Oh, so maybe it was you? No. Oh, okay. Either way. Maybe there's a little bit of a short squeeze and she got just a little higher than the little fibs. I like to wonder about things like that. So we're back in the juicy buy area. That's cool. Was that a setup? Clearly that happened. I don't know. That might have been that one over here. It's like we had a fake out breakout or a bear trap situation there, leading to a nice big ass strong move to the upside. Okay, so on Fog, we got 2 humps. A lot is so far. As long as we haven't lost that trend line, I like it. Could we get into 0.88? go to 15, that'd be a doubling up. I don't know if it would get all the way up there on the next pump. She may only get, you know, just a little higher, or, you know, as high as she went before. Those scenarios too. She's at a 50 moving average right now. If that dumps, and it may dump on this time frame, we look at the 100, and that should be somewhere around the bottom of this trend line. There might be an interest there. It's also retesting these areas over here. Horizontal, if you're looking horizontal support. That'd be an interesting place to look to get in. Or these target up here, if we could make it up there. Even if we were to play, are you wave? So here's something interesting. Here's something to kind of eyeball and watch. And this is going with Elliott wave theory. So we got a trend starting, higher highs and higher lows, and it's a nice one, right? But right now, this price has this. Are you going to count that? Yeah, you have to count that. This price has not touched this peak over here, right? And that's one of the rules for Elliott wave. You get your wave 1, you got a 2, you got a 3, which is normally bigger, a lot bigger than this one. And this one may have like a little extra coming, who knows? But so far, this is what we got. We're going to count this as our 4, and it comes down here. And for your 4 wave, it cannot touch this one. So if there's a gap between there, like if she bounces now, then we can expect a 5 wave, which could just come up here, and then we lose it, or maybe even higher. So that's kind of the price action scenario I'm looking at. If she bounces here, that would be awesome. If she keeps coming down to here to touch it, then we touch that. Well, basically what that does is make this a 1, and then this is our 2. And if that's true, so actually it'd be better if we do actually come down lower and overlap that. Then we can get a big ass wave 3, because it's, remember, it's supposed to be the bigger one. That sounds a little bit more juicy, doesn't it? Let's go for that. Hey, Thwog, we figured out what you need to do. Listen up. You need to come down here to about 8.6 cents. Make sure that you get 8.5. Come down to 8.5. Just touch that 100 and then shoot up to the moon, baby. That you got it. You got it. Okay. So we just told it what to do. We let it know what we're expected, and you know it didn't say anything to the contrary. So we're good. Yeah. That's all it takes to win. I wish it was that easy. I do like this idea though. If that's what's starting, look what's this is. So if you think that 19 cents might not be coming, I want to put my cojones out here. I think we can bounce here. I think it's going to bounce and go up here. I just want to make a note of it. I think we can bounce here and go to 19. All right, now, and of course, now if we come back and price happens to have broken bearishly out of this bear, it is a bearish pattern. It technically is bearish. They're supposed to break down, but they play fun until they do. If it does, well, one thing, if it does break that trend line, this idea is over. And if it comes back, I'm going to blame Sean for this and declare that I know nothing about this. Okay, just saying. Now you know. Ah! Sean, it's your fault. You suck. So I looked at the 6th that I was trying to look at. Okay. So it says cream sausage gravy could be good with turkey. Lots of things go good with turkey. Jay Rodriguez says, can you look at the Pingu chart and tell me what you think? I do have a few Bitcoin. Hey, good for you for the Bitcoin. Oh, snap. All right, so let's take a look at Pingu. I think let's try Bybit. They should have a good price history. You know, I've got you somewhere else. Let's see what I probably here on Binance. Oh, crap cat. Dang, Crab Cat, you scared the bejesus out of me. You didn't Crab Cat us, did you? I got the eyeballs there. Oh no! Are you the crab? Or were you the possible Crab Cat? I don't think it was a Crab Cat. I think I was duped. We did come up to our little rejection area, and even a little bit more. What did you go up to? 1.7. You suck, road dog. You didn't nail crap. You should have flagged it to the upside, stupid. Rot. That big O. Flag to the upside. Let us, let's keep this. Let's go back to where we were. Oh, you're pretty cool. And we got stuff over here. Oh, look! A flag to the upside. How many? Oh, I need a clean chart, people. Well, these, okay, those targets should be good. Yeah, no need to change any of that. So when we pull our Fibonacci behind a low, and we're gauging the market from the big board gauge. We got to the level we need to get to. Now we need to get above it. That might be tricky. We're on the daily, and you got some bearish divergence going on over here on the MACD and RSI. Even on the momentum wave here. And the money flow seems to be turning around. Some of the indicators are going down. Most likely we're going to lose that trend line and lose that 9 moving average. If we don't and we break above here, excellent. Start looking for that 2 cent area, because we should go tap it. Moving averages are looking good here on the daily, so that's promising. It's just at an area, so if it loses this trend line, we'll come down, and we'll probably come down to about 0.008 again, so we're right through there. Retest that area, or possibly down to this area. It could happen. We'll just have to see. This is be the juicy buy zone, in my personal opinion. I think that we can possibly pull a fib.
Come on, be my trader, ride the flow. Take my stack, we'll watch the green grow.
And I would look for this area right here. If we lose this area, about 0, yeah, that's what we were looking at. 0089 or 009, just to say that's probably easier to remember. 009 area. Let's see, the 0.5 is coming in at a penny, so or yeah, that's a penny. So 0.009ish or a penny. If we see that again, that would be cool. Remember, just bouncing from there and coming back to where we are is 44% gains. That's pretty impressive, right? Dropping from where we are to go down there would kind of suck a little bit. $100 here. It's a flag to the upside. I'm buying it. He didn't say to wait for a trigger. It just says a flag to the upside and got a stick sticking out of it, going really high. He sounds like he knows what he's doing. And if it drops back down here, your $100 could turn into, just about, I would say about 72, 73. Or maybe turns into about $63. It can happen. And then the flag guy, the flag person would say that they know nothing but their own ignorance. There is bearish divergence, so there might be something, and you're at resistance, so I would see. But if we do clear this area, 2 cents, 2.5 cents are my next 2 targets. MG Motorsport says, I've been doing a challenge of $1 of Bitcoin per day just to see how it goes. 283 days in, and that account is 29.3% profit, all on spot. I like that idea. That is pretty cool. Man, I don't care how you get Bitcoin, but I think you're going to look back. I don't know how long you've been in the market, but I can look back to every year that I've been in the market, and I'll just kick myself that why. I keep asking myself why don't you have more? Why Why aren't you, why didn't you make a more of an effort back then to really keep it and hold it and hold it and hold it? And it's hard to get and it's hard to keep. Well, if you try to do something with it, it's about to come to the point where I think it's a little bit too valuable to even put out there to risk. I put mine at risk, so I'm with altcoins. Bitcoin's been outperforming those altcoins. So the Bitcoin that I put in those altcoins, that's got shrunk down a lot. Lessons learned, believe me, lessons learned on that spot margin. So I don't want to put mine at risk anymore, unless it's right. That Bitcoin dominance has peaked. That's the rule for that. The Bitcoin dominance has to be peaked. But it's important. What the point I was trying to make is that whatever few sats that you're collecting here, there, wherever, I think you're going to be proud that you did that in a few years, or maybe even this year. Who knows? It is the store of wealth, and the whole world is tuning in on that and getting that's growing and growing and growing, and we're getting that global adoption. It's coming. It's just now starting. First, all the institutions are coming in, and then what are they going to do to it? It's going to be a product that goes to the general public. They're going to be pushing it as products to the general public. It is going to, you will see $1 million Bitcoin. I don't know how long it'll take, but I don't think it's going to take nearly as long as what we think. I'll put it that way. I don't think it's going to be the end of this year, but it'll be in your kid's lifetime. If you're thinking about your kids and things like that, even just that 0.002 Bitcoin that you think ain't worth nothing right now could be worth a lot to them, a little later. I'm just saying, just some ideas. And you got, well, I don't want to hold it in a bear market. No. And I'm like thinking back of all these bear markets we went through. Yeah, it's no fun if you're paying attention to it too then. But if you've noticed, if you had and ignored all that through all these bear markets, look where you would be. With any scrap Bitcoin and all that stuff. Because, what was scrap Bitcoin back then? 0.01 Bitcoin, that ain't nothing. It is now, ain't it? I'm just saying, it is now. It didn't used to be. It was like 0.01 Bitcoin. That's the gas fee, whatever. That's nothing. Yeah, 0.01 Bitcoin is, it's a pretty good come up for a lot of people right now. Beyond the Illusion 3333, this is sort of answering my questions. Cool, I guess. Okay. If you got questions, and I can find them, I gotta come. Can we look at cake? I've not looked at that one in a while. I've been out of that one for a while, and I saw her down to 180. I was like, maybe I should pick up some cake. That's a kind of a decent price. And now she's back above $2 again, so I missed my chance again. When were you down at 180? Was it here? I thought I saw it recently. My days and night, it had to have been down here. Now my weeks are starting to run into each other. I see rounding. Cake looks good. I wonder if I could still do a perpetual play on it. The daily's giving it a red dot, and stochastic, and the indicators are looking tired on the daily. So it does look like she's coming down. But to me, it looks like a retest of the breakout that she's got, which is quite common. And we draw a little trend line there, and it suggests that I might come back down to these areas. So maybe down to 209, 210, retest that. Single 88. Is that an 886 retracement? What did you do? Oh, I got that line from something. I don't know what it's from. I bet that's the area that I think that we can come down and retest too. Looking nice. You could argue we're trying to make a double bottom into this area, because you're in a channel. You're in a range channel, however you want to identify it. And we need to break it, and that'll complete your double bottom pattern or your channel pattern, either way. And you've got to measure move, however you want to take it, and that should get us. up to around what, $9, $10 if you're looking at the 382 Fibonacci. Pretty sweet. We need to work on knocking this guy out around $7. Wow, Cake, making me feel like, and you are. I feel like I've been missing out, but really not. I mean, the lowest she got was $1.19. Okay, this is already 2x from there. It's too early. I don't think so. Man, this is making me think about doing a Cake play again if I can get, This is good. This is making me reevaluate where I want to be in this one or not. And I'm thinking maybe I do, because $16 Cake. I mean, I know it sounds crazy. Yeah, we haven't really gotten to the meat of it when, you know, all this stuff would come out. But what do your tokenomics look like now? How have they changed, Cake? Let's check that out. That's kind of important to know. It's got 700 and... Where were you? Your market cap. Oh. Not volume. Well, there you are. 720. Didn't see it. $720 million market cap. That's pretty decent. 450 million Cake. 320 in circulation. All-time high 4 years ago was $44, believe it or not. It was, I remember when she was like 30 cents, 18 cents, 20. I had it through there, and she started going. It was amazing. I was out of it by the time it got to $44 though. Making me think of more about this one, because it's at a bottom. It's still at a bottom. Let's see. Let's come down here. I mean, technically, under $2 is the juiciest that we can get it at, but we're still in a good, juicy area. And well, I mean, technically under 7 is the juicy if you look at the big picture. But for local price action, we got so right at $2. Closest we can get to $2 is pretty good. And we might get a chance to see here. Let's come down. We've been on the day. Let's come down to the 4 hour. Here's where the retracement. Oh, look at you. Is that a? That? What are you? Are you Batman? Are you a crab cat? Up here, the crab cat. Oh, come on. Where are you? Why are you not here? What the hell? Oh, there you are. You were hiding. Fear the crab cat. So technically, this little guy, and it can be. Oh, I can't see this playing out, but we'll see. We'll just. It's there, so we'll take it. The measure. Ooh, that would be cool. 198. Can you take us back down there? I don't see. We got a topping pattern here, a triple top, a variation of a triple top, and the measure move is from the length to the. It would be down here. Now, if I did this as a channel, which I think is one of the most sensible things to do here. That measured move would be a little bit more sensible, I think. That's the one I'm gonna. Oh, snap, crab cat! You scared me. Here, the crab cat. That's a little closer. I'll put that one there. That's about 220. I'm still looking for 209. I'm still looking for a possibility to come down. I usually when when I see these, that's the start, that's the measure move. They're usually a downward trend, so I can see that. I don't see it going all the way to 198. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. That was kind of an intense measured move to take from that. That was a big one to get us down here, but that's we'll put it on the table. So measure move, yeah, I'm putting crab cat. It's technically a triple top. A little different from a head and shoulders. It's got a nastier measure move than a head and shoulders. Quite nasty, but then my other trick that I would be looking at is, of course, the old standard trend line that suggests that we might find a little support around here. Some of these moving averages also suggest that. Oh, me, oh my, why don't we just fib it out? We got so many techniques to find these areas, and I think we did that earlier. I like 205. Closest to $2 that you can get this, I think would be good. And hopefully, oh, I tell you what, I want to put an alert on this little guy. Create. And put an alert on this trend line, so, and I'm gonna move it up so that way she come and touch it. Hopefully it'll notify me, and hopefully I will not cuss at the screen and actually take action and do something. I'm just saying. So cake, that one looks interesting. Bloke's Angel says near, please. Soul Humor says sleepy time, have a good night, Soul. And D-Gen. Okay, let's do D-Gen and near. What are we looking at here? We got our fibs out. Okay, we got that swing line. Oh, it was back here when we were looking at it. I hadn't got the new lows in. We got to adjust these guys just a hair. The ribbons are trying to flip. That's good. Wonder if she's got enough gas in her tank to make it up here over the week here at 0.009. Let's come down to 15 minutes. See what you look like. Nope. Nope. Not yet. Not happening right now.
I'm trading sad instead of holding tight. Date nights.
She's at a good place to catch. I don't know that it will catch there. To me, I think we're looking for a retest of this trend line. So she may wick down and touch that 0.5 Fibonacci area. Now that's 0.0057, but the trend line and the 100 moving average are about right here, 0.0058. So right there in that area, just right near half a penny seems like where she's coming down to, in my personal opinion. Hopefully that will hold. If it doesn't, then you break back into this pattern, and then you start looking at retesting and hoping that this 0.00444 area will hold. That's kind of the two situations we're kind of looking at right now. And I do like 9, and I also like that 1.5% area. And if you can get something like that, that's about 145% gains off that. That's kind of cool. D-Gen. So when we zoom out, we can see that she's working on this big ass double bottom, and really, I mean, 3.5 cents. As close to that as we can get it. Just a complete, you know, a horizontal line right there. As crazy as it sounds from where we are to up there, you're looking almost 800%. It can take a long time, but And I can see her probably doing something very similar to what she's doing over here. And then finally getting that one spike to take her up. That's how these guys like to move. They like to just do it just out of nowhere, it almost seems. So we might start building up a little platform, a little something shaped like a flag, or if you zoom out enough, consolidate here and then start working up. That would be cool. You can't see it as good here on the bigger time frames. All right, so DGen's looking interesting. The poor pullback. Near has been above $3. Near's been doing pretty good. It's time for her to get cheaper though. She got her lower low end resistance. How beautiful is this? Our target 382. How did you get that, dog? How'd you get that target? That's our 382. That's our big boy. No, that's not our big boy. We got a bigger one. Well, it is. From our December high up here, swing high to swing lower. 236 Fibonacci, the main one. First target that I look for us to really, the first worthwhile target that I look for us to really test. And more than likely get rejected from. Because this is our juicy zone. So there's a chance we might come back to 250, 260 area, retest those little guys again. From getting rejected over there. Let's come down to the smaller time frame. We got our 1 hour. Now the first thing that some people are going to do is, even before it happens, is flag it out. Just put it in a flag, and they got something like that going on at first. Then they change it. Oh, flag it out. Just flag it out. That can be doing a flag. It may not be doing a flag at all. And to see how this, and then it turns into. This is what the $99 a month. Well, it turns into a following with until it gets into something that it can finally break out of. I don't see that as being the at resistance areas. That is not a good play in my personal opinion. So she's giving it out. She's already broken trend. This was the initial trend line, right? Then we try to do I guess this actually be your secondary. Break that. I mean, we can try to figure out what she's going to do to get her channel, but we don't have that angle just yet. If I had to guess, you want to have some fun here? This is an angle line. How can we do that? Let's type a little. It's an angel. It's an angle. Well, I guess I need to. Oh, screw it. I don't want to. Just screw it. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. So I'm looking bigger for those angles now. Let's do our fibs. I like to get my data from lots of different places. Look at that. It's on the 0.5 fib, just the most beautiful one that you would probably come back and test anyway. Looking to the left, it's right over here on the top of this little peak. Looking to the left again. Oh, there's another little area. That looks like a healthy little support resistance area. If only we had a line there. Is that a shoulder hit? What does it matter? We got a breakout from a bigger trend line there. We're just coming back, possibly retest it there at that 0.5. I still put these guys on here. If we're going to come back, I think we can actually come back to 250. But hey, we'll see what we can catch here. If she catches at that 0.5, if this trend line holds, it's kind of steep. Maybe I should have zoomed out and went more like this. I think that one will hold a little bit better. So maybe we can look and see how she holds at these places. Now I'm just confusing everybody. Let's just stick with the fibs. 285 my hold. I know. I think you can come. I think you can come a little lower though. I think you can. Let's take this line off. I don't want to leave any confusing things on there. I didn't zoom out to see this, so it kind of changed. See this, or was that the one? Or I saw this one. I didn't see this one. When I was all zoomed in there, and it kind of opened us up for a little bit lower. That definitely looks like a double top to me. Looks like a confirmed M type pattern. We confirmed it. So even just taking the measure move from that, which is still a channel. I know things are crazy. They go in channels, right? Suggesting 281 at that target that we just laid out there. I'm not sold on that one. I'm going to paint it orange. I'm still looking for lower areas. All right, guys. We've been going for 2 hours, and that's about as long as I can go in one night. Trade in Twitch. If you're in profits, nothing wrong with taking profits. No, definitely need to. We got to get. Man, if there's any one thing that I think is the hardest thing to do is to take profits consistently and not take them too soon. And definitely not wait too late. It's tricky to make sure that you actually. It's the execution. It's easy. It's especially easy in hindsight to do woulda, coulda, shoulda, and oh, I should have done this. And this was the best play. It's definitely. But in the moment, and when you're there, even if you can see the signs that you saw ahead of time, look, it's a resistance area right here. You still got this thing saying, we're probably all right, or I don't know. It's like our brains say something. We're bullish. We'll probably just pull back and I'll be all right. It's like we don't want to get out of those positions or get out of those winning positions or something. The psychology in it, I don't know, but sometimes it's hard. But one thing I like about what I've got here, when I execute on it or apply it, one way that I do it, especially for swing trade ideas, I have a limit order set there. I'm not sitting here watching it so that I can decide at the moment, okay, I'm going to wait till he gets there to do this, and then then have to fight with myself. No, I don't think it's going to. I want to change my mind. And I just sit and forget, and I've got that there. It goes, it hits, I get paid. I got another one sitting like up here, my next target. If it doesn't get hit, I don't get paid, and then we have to reevaluate or something. But those are kind of the ways I like to set my things up. Unless I'm just got something really perpetual futures, higher leverage, I'm just right into and really having to pay attention to. I'm usually a set Briette kind of thing. And just find out, hey, look, I got paid. Yay. Awesome. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. It's been a great beginning week for trading. Great weekend. The weekend was better than I anticipated. It feels like we're doing weekend stuff right now, to be honest with you. It feels like hump day or middle of the week. Going into Tuesday or Wednesday, you're starting to feel like the weekend trading action. Things are getting a little bit bearish. I just think we're getting a nice little correction, and we'll see how far we can come back. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here. She went back up. Did you fake us out, Bitcoin? Did you fake us out? Are you faking us out? You're doing that little bearish retest. Look, she made a higher low. We're right. That's true. She did, but we got a ribbon flip happening here on the 6 minute. And that whole ribbon is flipping in, and if we happen to get up here, I don't expect us to get too much further. We might come back. I wonder if we can come back and test out this Bukowski measure move, because I haven't been really, it didn't nail the tops or anything, but my gosh, it did get an area where there was a lot of stuff. A lot of rejections happening right in there, and even the last one was right on it. Bukowski's measure move, that's just interesting to take his theory and see how it played out. So it looks to me like if we do come up any at all, that we could be rolling over. So I'm curious if we'll come back up to this area 103, 130-ish by the time we get there and can't do it again. Or can we try to do something a higher high than this? But still, I see the rollover. Let's go to the bigger time frame. 1 hour starting to roll over. 1 hour is the one that we were looking for, that I was mentioning, that when we're consolidating, sometimes you'll see the 200 moving average on the 1 hour get up there, and then it'll decide what it's going to do. Apparently there was one earlier that got it. Let's see if we can back up and find it, or someone close to it. 36. You'd already gave it up. I'm looking for one that we got up here, and she said, nope, that's it. I'm out. This one, was it you? The 24 minute? But I look for this through multiple times, and when they lose that 200, eventually they will. Usually they just get up here, and then it just hangs right with it, right? And they're wobbling around, prices just wrapping around and everything like that, and walking up the time frames, and the 200 comes up, and then eventually it's got to hit one and make a decision. And I decided to lose that one. I think that was the clue. I normally see it wait to the 1 hour a lot of times. There's no set rules. But it sure does look like we want to come back and retest these areas, doesn't it? And it looks like we might get a chance to do that. That looks like a possible nice little rollover for more down action for Bitcoin. Which means that total 3 is also... She still looks pretty good here on the daily, though. I gotta say, man, that candle is... it's got a doji candle right now. She is lowering down. We use the Christmas tree candles. It probably looks a little different. It looks a little bit more scary, but... a lot of people read that as a spike top or getting ready to come back, but again, you know, we do look for retest of this line down here. So looks like we might have a few days of giving things back, and then I would predict that they're probably going to try to pump us up for the weekend. It looks like they're going to try to set us up for a weekend pump if they do that. Might be interested for this weekend. Get paid on the weekends. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for weekends to start getting to be the more exciting times to trade. And that's when retail is starting to peak in. That's when the real retail is starting to come in, and that is in bull run territory right there. This old trade stuff might have been triggering some of that, so let's keep an eye on that. Eventually, we'll make it to the end screen and say goodbye, I promise. Oh, look who hit the button!
See, I told you I'd hit buttons.
Jesus, Sean. Welcome to the end screen, ladies and gentlemen. Monday dump and full moon sketchy, says Linda. MG More Sports says support the Wi-Fi's. Man, the Wi-Fi's is a great channel. I love that. Uh-oh, I got a line. Okay. Potential. Well, we got potential induced exit. Induced? Oh, induced. Potential induced exit pump. Will we drop to the next fib? Will we break out tonight or tomorrow morning from this drop? Thanks. Well, beyond illusion, I don't know exactly what will happen, so I always have to say that. Do I think that that is what will happen, or does the chart seem to say that that's what will happen? Let me see if I can answer that question here. And we're talking about Bitcoin. So will we drop to the next fib? I don't have my next fib on here, so let me do that. Let's get to the chart where we're set up right. Or let's get to a blank chart. Oh, or here's one. This will work. And so if we're looking for this, then yes, I would say we would be, well, we haven't dropped to from the swing low from where we were to the high. If this is our high, it should be, I'm confident enough to say the 886, just based on all the chart action, price action before. When we take that into account, it tells us 98,414 should be where we're going. And whether we hold there or not is going to be the question. At this point in the market, it is very possible. Let's go back to the screen.
For those
Every time. Scares the bejesus. The room gets cold and everything. He's a spook. All right. Welcome to the bonus round for you 17 1%ers that are staying to the very end. Said, I'm not bored with this turkey. I'm going to make it. Here we go. Swing low to swing high. Our first 236 area here. What I was saying, at this point in the market, I mean, we're behind schedule, right? We should have been blasted off a long time ago. That's why I'm kind of bitter, because I was expecting to be a lot richer right now than what I am, like last month. And we are a little delayed, but it's starting to make up for it. If we're getting ready to do our crazy parabolic, hey man, this is it, we're starting to run away, a bounce from here would work. So I'm taking this, I'm watching this area very seriously here. So that I think we should, and I'm just going to write a note on it. Solidify our thinking here. Can we get that line the right color, please? So let's put kind of solidify my thoughts here. Okay. Let's see. I want confirmation. Confirmed at 98K, 98.4K on this one. Is hella bullish. for possible parabolic run. So that parabolic run, that's the best kind. So that's I want to leave this on here. I want to try. I'm trying to do this more often so I can solidify it. That way you don't come back. Oh, you're wishy-washy. You flipped. You did this, that, and it just kind of. These are ideas that I think are very true. Do you see this area over here? If that can hold as support, and we do hold that, I mean, you're talking about one hell of a measured move. Then you'd be looking on this particular chart, that would be 130. Crazy as it freaking seems. And I'm going to put you on here. 0.382 A, B, C, D. All right, I'll put it up there so that I... And so that's what I can't tell you, and nobody can tell you what it's going to do. But that's a scenario that can happen at this point in the market. So I will be watching this very, very carefully. And we should, if we do lose it, it should be our little 3 hump dump. Then I could see maybe 90 or 88,000. But if we don't, this could be the hella bullish thing. So I'm going to be watching this area very carefully. And I think everybody else, I think you should too. Because these moving averages, even when the 6 hour, 4 hour, they're trying to do something. They are trying to flip the bigger ones. They're all starting to come into play. Things are starting to slowly we're getting bullish. We are getting bullish. We just need to figure out what the hell. This sets us up for the idea that we would come up for that higher high here as well. And I'm not saying we blast straight up to 130, but we definitely come up for a higher high and eventually get to that target. So that's a scenario that I could see playing out. So I'm just documenting it right here. That's the major bullish one. If we bounce off of 98, and it looks like it's going to stick. And then you also got this idea here. What the hell are you doing? Or are you going to bounce off this 382 area? That could happen too. So they could be tricking us. I want to watch this. I don't think that this one's going to hold at 101 or this trend line and bounce us out. I don't think, but it's an idea. It could. That would be hella bullish. Well, that would get us up to 112. That could be the scenario. Just gets us up just to this higher high, and then we pull back for a bigger correction from there. So those are two bullish scenarios that I can point out. That could get us, one that could get us to 130, one that could get us up for our higher high here, and then we get our bigger correction. Or, the area that we just lost, we might be losing that and coming down to 90,000. So I don't know which is going to be, but I know at least know enough to look for those signs and what to look for there. So that's what I'll be keeping my eye on, if that helped. Back to the end screen. Yay! Hopefully that answered the question or gave some insight on that. So exit pump, or will we drop to next fib, or will we break out tonight or tomorrow from this drop? That would be the situation where we would break out immediately if we hold this area here. It kind of doubtful, really, I think, but there's big money in this game and they move the market. We know that be true. So eyeballs on that scenario too. Ruben, Bravenboy, how's it going? All right, so we got 18 people here. Elvis Scary, he is scary. He just never leaves. Alvin Medina says, "Be humble, or the market will humble you." That is very true. I know it's humbled a few. Well, it hasn't humbled them, but I know that some of them got hit and they didn't mention it, or they might have mentioned it. That kind of said, you know, like it was nothing. You don't have to, I mean, yes. Be humble, or the market will humble you. That's very well said. When you notice yourself getting cocky, and it happens, man, when those numbers start going up in your account, you start feeling I notice it myself, and I'm like, the way I talk to my wife sometimes, just these little stupid things start coming out that are really stupid, that could make me do something stupid. And then you see how money can change people too. That gets kind of scary when you can see that. God gives it and God can take it away. That's what I know. Striker 7, glad to have you here. All right, I am out of here. Thank you for hanging out. Good night, John boy. Wait a minute, the dog's got to wave. Wave, doggy. Good night, everybody.